know if it's called an epiphany, but let's use that word. I had an epiphany, right, earlier this year, and finally realized what my purpose in this life is. So every day I go to work and I do my job, right? But as I do my job, I speak to my coworkers. And not realizing it, I pour into them. I question them. I pick their brains. And I ask them, like, what it is that you see yourself doing in life. What's your purpose, right? And some of these guys don't even know the answer to that, which is typical, right? Because a lot of us is living without knowing what our purpose is. We wake up, take a shower. If we don't take a shower the night before, brush our teeth, put on deodorant, put our clothes on, eat breakfast if we have time, and get out of the door and go to work. Go to work for 8 to 12 hours. After that, go home. Do whatever it is you do before you go to sleep. Wake up and do it again. So, what is our purpose? What is it that you think you are here for? What's your purpose in life? These are questions that I think we need to ask ourselves and try to find an answer. I realize what my purpose is in life, and it's to pour into people. It's to speak life into people. It's to make whatever it is that you really want that is dormant in you because everybody told you that you shouldn't do that, you can't do that. It's not practical. I think God has put me in this world to let you know that no, they're wrong, and you can do anything you want if you put your mind into it. There's guys, that do know what they want, but they won't do it because they're not willing to go through the process. They're not willing to fail. They're afraid to fail. And some will fail and then quit. Now they're miserable. What's the difference between a millionaire and an average Joe like myself, right? The difference is this. They are willing to fail and fail and fail and fail until they find a way to succeed in life. They found 1,001 ways how not to do the thing they're trying to do. They do things different until they get it right. That's the difference between those successful people and the people like ourselves. Are you willing to fail? Are you willing to lose and lose and lose until you learn how to win? I have legit found my purpose in life, and it's to pour into people. It's to let you know that you are loved, you are important, you are amazing. But me telling you isn't enough. You have to believe that, and I cannot force you to change, but I can force you to think. I can force you to think about how to change. I can force you to think about how you can do things differently. I can pick your brain so you can think another way. If you want to dance, you have to be willing to practice when no one else is willing to practice. Kobe Bryant, God rest his soul, is an epitome. He is the epitome of hard work. He is the epitome of the guide to success. The man will practice hours and hours on end, practice situations, practice scenarios, create scenarios. So when the scenario happens in a real game, he knows exactly what he needs to do. And that's what we need to do in our lives. We need to realize that there are scenarios that will come in our lives and we have to be ready for them. Things that doesn't seem likely in the regular eyes, the human eyes, because we know 2020, hindsight is 2020, right? We don't have the foresight of certain situations that may occur because we don't think about it until it happens, and when it happens, it's too late. Like a friend of mine said, be ready so you don't have to get ready. What does that mean? That's for you to define. I don't know you guys personally. Some of you guys that I'm gonna reach out to, I know you personally. I know who you are, but I may not know everybody. But I know this: you have potential. You have what it takes. It's up to you to live your dream or let your dream die. Tomorrow never comes. So when are you going to start? I say I start now. I'm starting now. April 8, 2020, I lost my father. My best friend. It hurts. But that made me realize how short life really is, regardless of how old he was. Because I just knew he was going to be here. I just knew it, but he's not. He's not here no more. And it hurts. So I know the pain. Before that, the mother of my children tried to take her life. That was the most helpless feeling I felt, being 1,000 miles away from her, and she has a knife to her wrist, telling me to make sure the kids are okay, because the 2 kids were with me and she was pregnant with the 3rd. And I was so helpless, but God spoke to me and said, no, you're not going to give up on her. You're going to breathe life into her, and you're going to do whatever it takes for her to live. I called the police. I've never spoken to anybody about this outside of my circle. This is me being vulnerable. But I want you to know that this is what it's going to take for change to happen. This need to be shared. So I called the police. I'm in Virginia, she's in Louisiana at the time. I called the police. The police was telling me we can't do nothing for you because this is the Virginia state. I urged them to get me to the local authorities, and I pleaded with them. They gave me a number. I hung up as fast as I can. And as I called Bossier City, Louisiana's police, she's texting me and telling me this is really hard to do. It's harder than what it looks like in the movie. She already started cutting. As she starts cutting her wrist via text, this is me talking via text, I am on the phone telling these people to please get there as soon as you can, and I will do what I need to do to distract her. And I told her that her daughter wants to speak to her because she's up now. It's 4 o'clock in the morning. And she said, okay. I distracted her long enough. I spoke to her on the phone. I said, hold on. And I kept stalling because Shayla wasn't awake. My daughter was not awake. Hold on. Here she comes. And by the grace of God, before you know, there was a loud pound on the door. And she was like, who's that? I said, I don't know. Answer the door. She answers the door. It was the police. What are you doing? She said, did you do this? At first I said, no. What are you talking about? She said, why would you do this? I said, because you need to live. You need to live. And they took her and they said, they told me I did the right thing. I called her mom. Her mom flew that day. And then 3 hours later, I'm at work after dropping my kids off. Like nothing happened. The worst day of my life. But I'm telling you that you can make it through anything. All you have to do is walk. Go walk. And don't talk it. Do it. Do it. Life is short. And you can do anything you put your mind into. But you have to know that it's going to be hard. There's going to be times where you don't want to do it no more. There's going to be times when you don't want to push that weight off your shoulder. There's going to be times when you don't want to push that weight off your chest. But if it's life or death, what are you going to do? Are you going to let the weight sit and crush your chest, or are you going to push the weight off of you? I remember I was listening to somebody, I don't remember who the person was, but they said, what is the thing that we do every day and don't even think about doing it? We breathe. We breathe. Something as simple as breathing we take for granted every day. Until you're inside a body of water, under. Weight is pulling you down. And all you want to do in life is what? Breathe. You fight. You fight. You go against the current. You fight. And what you do, you break through the water, get air, and gasp for air. That's how you live life. You fucking fight. You fight like you need air when you're submerged in water. And if you have that mindset, you can and you will succeed in life. I promise you. I promise you that. Again, this is my impromptu motivation speak. Like, I feel so motivational like right now. Like, a lot has happened in my life. I've been worn down. I've been homeless. I've been without, not a pot to piss in. But by the grace of God, He has put people in my life that are willing to help by simply speaking to me and speaking into me and letting me know that yes, I can do the thing that I want to do. So I'm here to tell you that you can as well. Now the question you're going to have to ask yourself is, are you? And how does that look? What does that look like to you? Every morning I wake up, and before I put my foot on the ground, I close my eyes and thank God that I'm alive. And because I am alive, I can do whatever it is I need to do today that I didn't do yesterday. I hit the reset button every day because it's a new day. Tomorrow never came. And yesterday is gone, right? Tomorrow never comes. So I live for today. That doesn't mean to not do things without planning or without intentions. But that does mean to live your life to the fullest. Chase your dream until your dream becomes a reality. Be whatever it is you say you're going to be. Do whatever it is you say you're going to do. Live it. Live it. Don't care about what other people say. If you like to dance in the middle of the street, dance in the middle of the street. If you want to sing and you know you need work on your voice, sing. We hear you. Do it. Not for anybody else but yourself. Love yourself. Look in the mirror and say, I love me. I'm worthy. When you apologize, apologize for yourself. Apologize to anybody. It's not for them. It's for you. It's for you. I want you to dig deep within yourself and pull out the best version of you. The best version of you. Because you can do it. You can do it. I believe in you. Take care.